I would say we were joking around like a couple months ago about how there was like had to have been a couple like aspie dudes like working on the Transcontinental Railroad that were like this rules.
Autistic Chinese guys,
like Chinese like slaves, like Asperger's guys that were just like, I don't know what everyone's complaining about. This is awesome.
Well, I was always laugh about that with like the guys in the Holocaust, you know.
Oh, the train guys.
Autistic guys are like, get on the train. They're like, yes, sir.
Choo choo, choo choo.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, the IDF had some tweet that was like, all the ways the autistic people contribute to the military or whatever.
Oh,
and I was like, all the way as autistic soldiers contribute to the military. And I like quoted it, and I was like, yeah, who do you think drove the trains to Auschwitz or whatever? And then I had to delete it because
that's
that
tough.
one was too much.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
I heard you're doing a blue podcast now. I heard
yeah,
you're
what's
working
all
on
this
it.
cum stuff you're doing?
What's all this cum stuff?
But no, that's hilarious. The train crossover. They had so many historical disasters. That makes you think that probably Hitler was autistic. I love when autistic
No, he was
people...
just on tons of speed all the time.
Autistic
he
people
was
try
on
to
drugs,
claim
for sure.
famous
Yeah, when you
historical
see,
figures.
Olympia, which is like a very distracting Olympics movie because they keep panning to Hitler.
Oh, yeah, about the...
Here's the javelin, and here's Hitler. And he's just like... He's just
Jittering?
like jittery as shit.
With like Jesse Owens and shit. That one?
It's totally worth it to watch. By the way, the Jesse Owens things because he's a superior athlete to every other athlete there. It's insane.
Incredible,
It's like everyone there is like malnourished.
Right,
he's
right,
the
right.
only athlete.
Yeah.
He's just fucking a specimen. Who do you think are the most famous historically retarded people?
Okay, Darwin's son.
Charles Darwin's son?
Yeah, his son was retarded.
Oh, that's right. Because people always pointed out to like why social Darwinism is not real.
Yeah. The Russians. Entire Russian
That's like jokes in my
royal
coffee.
family.
That's true.
It is funny how fucking... Did they ever... Is there any historical one that they claim specifically? I do love when just everyone's like, oh no, that guy was one of us.
Yeah. Well, no, they would just kill. They would just, snuff
You
him
would
out.
kill,
Yeah. If you had a kid that was like Down syndrome and you were famous, the kid's going right.
Literally in like the fucking Spartan, like the 300 Spartans.
They would just let him starve to death.
No, they had a place you took. They had like a ditch you threw retarded children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just like if they were born and they were like had a fucked up
Jesus.
hand or were retarded.
That's
right
your
there.
heritage,
You just
dude.
throw them.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
And
a
one,
Athenian,
bitch.
They did find some like ancient burial site I think last year where they found like maybe like a 14-year-old child that was like clearly severely like physically and mentally disabled that had been cared for the entire life, and it was like this. It's like this very nice thing. It's like, oh well, we do have an impulse not to just crush everything and destroy it if it's fucked up.
Right.
But also. Bring in a lot of industrial capitalism that goes right out the fucking window.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
How funny
right
is
in
it
the
though?
ditch.
Historically, you could just be like a samurai that specializes in killing retarded children. Just travel the Japanese countryside. I'm like, these are your child, they're retarded.
Well, there are the women
It looks
You have
like
to
the
give-
kid is there, but then you just blow on it and it goes in 8 pieces.
It's like Resident Evil when they go through that laser hallway. And the kid's like, oh, and then he just falls apart. And then you have to give that guy rice or something.
there are those women that they used to call like that would take a fee for like we're gonna rehome your child and find them a good home, and then they would just throw it in the river.
Yeah.
Holy
all those
shit.
Catholic nuns.
Yeah.
There's like Irish Catholic nuns.
And they made a killing off of it. Like they would charge a lot of
Holy
money for it.
shit.
Yeah. I mean, this is like a career that has existed for terrible women in like every country.
Right,
like as
right,
recently
right.
as 200 or like even 100 years ago.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
No, they'll put
Damn.
like ash in a baby's mouth and suffocate it if it's unwanted.
Ash will
Yeah.
do that? That'll suffocate a baby?
Yeah. Put a bunch of
Damn.
ashes in its mouth.
It would probably suffocate you too.
Yeah.
Really? Not me. I'm strong. I'm strong as hell.
I'm going to die
I'll
no,
eat that
no
shit.
fucking baby.
Huh?
I'm not going to die like no fucking baby.
I could die like no gay ass baby. Yo. It's gonna take a lot more than a little ash kill my ass, yo.
Yeah, I read some book about There's
She'll
like
probably get me high, yeah.
bush people that are like the most preserved.
Right.
They're like the
Koza.
No, it's like
Ngoza.
yeah.
Ngoza.
Yeah, I don't know how to
Ngoza.
pronounce it, but there's a
Nelson
click in the middle.
Mandela's Ngoza.
Yeah, it's K exclamation point.
It's XHOSA.
No, then it's a different one. This one's like K. They're like bush people
Yeah,
that
yeah.
There
still.
probably isn't a consistent spelling for this. 'Cause they're probably not big on the alphabet.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
South
this-
Africa.
yeah, so they're African and they're like the best preserved example of like what human beings were like 10,000 years ago.
Oh wow.
They like, they just don't invent anything and they have no, they don't have agriculture or anything.
Whoa.
They like hunt and gather or whatever.
Mhm.
But they have abortions.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Everyone likes to raw dog it.
Yeah.
Everyone
They also
likes
have
to
no
fuck.
concept of negative reciprocity. So like if somebody's eating something and you just take food away from them and eat it, they won't like get angry at you because it's like there's no ownership of anything.
Interesting.
Yeah. They have like no idea of like I worked for this so it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just like highly communalized?
Well, there's a concept of like general reciprocity, so it's like, if there's no transaction.
Don't be like a glutton or something.
No, there's no transaction. So like if I take shit from you on Monday, it's not because you can take shit from me on Tuesday
Okay.
where there's any sort of like implicit or like explicit parity, but it is that, like because I'm not going to get mad that you took shit from me, I also expect that you're not going to get mad when I take shit from you. But
Right.
Is
it's
this
not like
ethics system still preserved now?
yeah, this is like because there's no economy to anything. There's nothing that has any kind of real value. So
Right.
it's
Don't
like
they do the like cum dump sex ritual where like women will have sex with multiple men like in successions, and then when the kid is born, it's like the community's child. It's not like a certain particular
Damn,
man's
imagine
child.
having to go last.
Whatever, that's my kid.
That's what there's a type of tree frog that does that. The female sits in the middle of the branch and like 30 male frogs jizz
Run a
so
train.
much they form a cloud. It's this like big fucking cloud of nut that
So they're
takes
beating
over the whole
off around
branch.
it?
Yeah, and
It's
then
bukkake.
And she just
Yeah.
hangs out in it.
and yeah, and they're just that with the female
marinates?
frogs. Yeah, just sits in the
In
cloud.
a cloud of jizz. That's the official animal of Cumtown.
The frog, the cum frog.
The cum frog.
Yeah. Somebody make that. It's a Senior Frog logo, but he's got a huge dick, and there's a cloud coming out of it. But it's the cloud from like Mario Kart with the smile. And then,
Yeah,
but
then
he's
right-
drunk. He's drunk on cum.
Of course.
So the cloud is also holding a beer bottle that says cum on it.
Yeah.
That's
Senior
lit,
Frogs
dude.
logo, and then it also says Senior Frogs on it.
And then write Cumtown somewhere also.
Yeah.
I wonder if Pepe and Senior Frog have beef now that Pepe is a racist.